All right. Good evening and welcome everybody to this 2-2 matchup between SassageLink and Paratroopa. Joining me tonight on the mic we have Jay Coper. Jay Coper, how are you today?
I'm a little sleepy, but otherwise I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I'm hoping for a lovely, wonderful shapes heart shuffle monstrosity, but we'll see what we get. And before we get too into it, thanks to 2% Chungus for doing our tracking in the background tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chungus. Thanks to SpeedGaming for having us as always. This should be a great race. Both of these players have been around the scene for quite a while now. Man, is it? I think people would be surprised how long Paratroopa's been around.
Very true. Looks like we're going to have the Triforces for 7 and 8, no matter which quest we rolled. And for a moment there, you were making me feel incredibly old. Because I was trying to remember how long I've been in the community, and then Paratroopa's been around for at least twice that much.
Yeah, I bet you and SassageLink have been about the same, but not sure.
Well, I mean, he's definitely better at the game than I am. But we're going to start with the potions letter tonight. The Wood Sword was not in the Wood Sword Cave, and we already know that we have enemy shuffle on the overworld because there were dark nuts on that screen.
Yeah, though it is possible, and it looks like what's happening here is the overworld enemies aren't actually shuffled, but the enemy groups are shuffled. So the dark nuts have just subbed into one of the enemies, because you can see these enemy screens are all vanilla here. We got the Octrox where we expect to see them and whatnot. That blue Octo went down in one candle swipe. That's nice.
And we did have extra candles, so both of our runners have been able to pick up somewhat of a weapon. Now, if we can manage to kill, well, I don't know.
Not 0 HP. There was a chance.
Yeah, there was. And in second quest, that room can actually have a drop. Looks like we're going to have shuffled items today, as the red candle is our white sword item, and there's Wiz Robes on the overworld.
Oh, Wiz Robes and dark nuts.
A
little challenging. Oh, looks like dungeon drops probably not shuffled. We got one Triforce Vanilla already.
Oh, that's a mean place for a shoot room.
Yeah. Is this... I'm not sure which quest this is yet, for sure.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out too. We're too far over to the right when we enter for this to be second quest.
Are we? Okay, so I think that...
I don't think there's 3 in a row in that location either.
There's 3 in a row for almost all of second quest, just not at the top and the bottom.
Well, no, it's just we enter in. Hold on. Oop. So on the vanilla map for level 2 in second quest, the A doesn't go past the L, but we're entering in the parenthesis column, or not the parenthesis, the little dash mark thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that must be a shape.
Yeah, I think it is. But hey, we got the Triforce out of 2, and that was relatively painless.
Yeah. SassageLink is maybe... Wait, sorry. Yeah, that was Sassage. Maybe a little frustrated about not getting anything out of 2 besides the Triforce. No keys, no item, no bombs. But
yeah. And sadly, we don't even have enough to buy the 20 rupee bomb pack. I think that might have been vanilla prices there, which should mean we have vanilla secrets.
Yeah, shops are vanilla, and you are correct. Secrets would also be vanilla then.
All right, so anyway, we found a red heart. Not red heart. We found a white sword, red candle. I can totally words. Which I'm sure Para might be happy to have for going back into that level 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Para's going to be in a huge hurry to go back into 2, but that is definitely an option.
All right, and Trenton GL in chat pointing out that Kara Paratroopa, while burning Candle Row, found the bookstore, so we do have a boomstick seed. Though, with that being a second quest, this is a second quest overworld, I don't know that we'll have enough money to be able to buy it, because we're only going to have one 100 rupee secret.
Yeah. I think that people could often budget their money differently, but even so, it's really difficult to get boomstick money out of Second Quest overworld for sure.
I mean, I'd be tempted if I found a really, really early rupee boss in a dungeon, but I don't mind wasting time to get explosions.
Right. I mean, it could be big. Though we already know that Dark Nuts and Wizrobes are both not going to be in dungeons, so it's not going to be the huge combat aid that it otherwise would be if, we had to worry about them in dungeons.
Speaking of Wizrobes, SassageLink is going to take a Wizrobe beam to the face and get to go back to start, so it's okay, we'll go the other way.
Yep, that is going to happen in Wizrobes on the overworld. Oh, and we got these Stalfos second quest on the overworld as well, just throwing swords like they're Linos. Yay!
I mean, who doesn't want to have to dodge Wizrobes and shooty swords on the overworld? Alright, SassageLink is going to find his second take any, or third take any. He is now up to 5 hearts, which makes him eligible and has a really good chance of being able to pick up that red candle. I would go check now.
Yeah, red candle would be a huge help for sure. I mean, it's not going to help us on the overworld against those Wizrobes and Dark Nuts, but just about everything else it will.
Yeah, I mean, unless we have extra bosses, and now I'm really worried that I said that, because the game will be like, here, have a bunch of patches. Looks like we have the book in more than one shop tonight.
Yeah, I think if shops are vanilla, then we're always going to have the book in more than one, if Boomstick is on.
Oh, see, I thought somebody had said it was rolled into only the one rare shop, but, I mean, it's random percent, so who knows?
Yeah, it replaces the most expensive shield. So if shops are randomized, then when the shops get randomized, that shield gets put into only one shop, and then replaced by the boomstick.
Alright, so I think SassageLink had found, Para and SassageLink have both found level 7. I don't think either of them spent a lot of time in there, so I didn't get a chance to see what the start room looked like.
Yeah, I didn't even notice them finding it. But we did see Paratroopa pick up a heart at the Armos item. That means there's a really good chance that Heart Shuffle's on. So far we've got Shapes and a second quest overworld and potentially Heart Shuffle. So, I think you may have gotten your wish there, CD, perhaps.
Yay, a little bit more spicy than normal. I mean, who doesn't like the occasional bit of heat? Alright, so SassageLink Paratroopa, meanwhile, finds that screen with Wizrobes is evil, especially if you have to make it back down these stairs. Paratroopa's gonna go ahead, find the wooden sword all the way in that grave push block. Sassage is headed in the right direction to get his. But I mean, you're gonna check these open caves, so this makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It'd be a little suspicious if he did not check these caves before heading to the west.
Oh man, they got one of my least favorite door repair message. It's the single exclamation point. That is like nearly impossible to get out of.
Yeah, no, you definitely can't up an A out of that. You need at least like 5 characters to have any real chance.
See, that makes me feel better, because there are times I've tried it for like SOS, and it just doesn't, Paratroopa's gonna go back, pick up her red candle. Oh, gosh, those Wizrobes are just blending into the overworld here. SassageLink, if he continues over, checks the push block, is going to get his sword. Alright, so we got a bunch of hearts already. We're going to have a wood sword and a red candle, probably on both sides, because I can't see SassageLink not going back to pick that up. It's a nice early offensive upgrade.
Yeah. I imagine it's going to get used a ton in dungeons, and unless we find the wand, or maybe a white sword or something.
I mean, if the game gave me a wand this early and I knew it was a boomstick seed, I'd be really tempted to play the money-making game. As SassageLink is going to find level 9 under a burn bush.
Yeah, that is the most important dungeon most important dungeon to find, because we're never going to be able to flute there, and we
exactly
find it. So. Now,
again, I didn't get a chance to look at what this... Oh, no. Ow, that hurt. Well, yeah, I didn't get a chance to... Oh, we are shapes! Yeah!
Yeah, that definitely confirms it. Maybe we can get a bomb drop. It has been almost 10 minutes here. No bomb drops on either side. There's one.
Yay! We can explode things. Now, I'm gonna say level 2... How about a hammerhead shark? Like a cartoon hammerhead shark.
Yeah, that's a good call. This could definitely be an item or nothing, unless there's a Wizrobe. Was that a clock? Okay, Paratroopa's wisely heading back in. There are indeed, I said Wizrobe, I meant Wallmaster.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, okay. I guess there is nothing in that room. But...
Now, Red Candle making this bubble room a little less scary because you can pretty much just Red Candle all the enemies to death and not worry about having a sword for a minute. Oh!
Speaking of not worrying about swords.
I mean, that's like the best thing we could find at level 2, except for maybe like the red ring.
Well, I mean, yeah, and bow and silvers and all those things. But
Well, okay, yes, there are lots of shiny things right now. So, with the idea that maybe Heart Shuffle is on, Paratroopa is going to go ahead and continue looking for the next item here in 2.
Yeah. Where was the red candle exactly?
It was in the Deadwoods, right below the second quest only burn spot.
Okay.
Like 2 down from the fairy fountain.
Yeah. So, I can kind of understand not heading back there immediately, but yeah, you're right that it would be a big combat upgrade. But really the best thing for Sassage would be to go back into
Level 2.
But at the same time, he's already got the Triforce and probably isn't in a big hurry to come back in here. This should be the other item, maybe?
Yeah, Sandy? Oh, apparently not.
No. Okay.
Because I was about to say, Sandy Floor in 2 likes to drop, and then that 4-corner shooter room, 4-corner turret room.
We found level 4. Alright. I entirely approve of Paratroopa continuing here. Can we get... Oh! I was going to say, we had a definite chance for a Kananaki there, but that would have been tough with all those fireball shooters going off.
Yeah, that early in the game with this little health, you can't even really... Like, you'd have to dodge. You wouldn't be able to just stand there and take the hits.
Alright, so this is... Looks like we're going to need a key. Oh, there's a second item. Okay. Well,
alright,
we're going to check this room and then probably bail and get that Triforce.
See, I almost would have cleared the shoot room in the hopes of like an early key bomb pack or, you know, something useful.
Yeah, but that looked a little time consuming considering you'd have to reach all the gels with the red candles, so...
But alright, we have Paratroopa picking up her first new Triforce out of the game, and both items in level 2, so she's on her way. She also has, she's pretty good. Offensive-wise, she's set for a bit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sassage is looking at a potential item here in level 4. Oh wait, no, there was a key. But this could still maybe be an item if
it's remove most open stairs.
Yeah, that's the only case. It seems unlikely, but possibly.
Hey, there we go.
There
yeah,
it is.
Good eye.
That's a good piece of info there.
Oh, we got a segmented level 4. This is great. I mean, it's great for us. It's not so great for our runners. And this is a room where that red candle really would have come in handy.
Really
because he could just flame the pancakes into a corner and just, you know, keep doing continuous damage. Unfortunately, we're going to take a hit and go back to start.
Yep. That's going to hurt. Man, the South Coast is super dangerous when you've got Darknuts and Wizrobes on the overworld, so good luck, Paratroopa.
Yeah, I would almost be willing to leave those spots alone for a little while.
Although I think they're just going to have Octoroks in this case, actually.
On the desert, on the coast bomb spots?
Yeah, because the Octoroks aren't shuffled out, and the overworld enemies aren't actually shuffled. Just...
I would have almost up an aid right inside the lobby of level 9 so that I could have 3 hearts again.
Oh yeah, for sure. That every time.
All right, well, there we go. That'll help a little bit. We've got some levers who are in the money and heart droppers, like normal, I think. And we're going to find 5 on Paratroopa's side. And, oh, hi, silver arrows in level 4.
That is very nice. That's a nice little early advantage for Sassage there.
Yeah, that almost evens out the white sword, except for Paratroopa's going to still be able to clear a lot faster than SassageLink is.
Oh, man. Do you grab this Triforce? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if the second item in 4 is important, then that could be a little bit of trouble, perhaps.
Yeah, but this early in the game, I think we all roll the die, we take the Triforce and leave until the game says, hey, go back to 4. Alright, sadly we cannot afford either the arrows or the bombs, but SassageLink doesn't have to worry about the arrows anymore.
So I don't think we've actually seen anything that proves that Heart Shuffle is on yet, right?
Yeah, we haven't had anything funky drop. We just had, there's a Coast Heart and an Armos Heart.
Oh, wait, did we see it, a Coast Heart?
Oh no, was it a Coast Heart? Hey chat, give me a hand. What was on the coast? If anybody made it there.
I didn't think we got there yet.
Water. Thanks, Tom. Alright, so apparently we didn't see the coast and it's just seed bleed happening. It's okay, it's a thing. Alright, Paratroopa is going to go check the open cave underneath the desert. SassageLink is kind of recovering some of the ground I think we already saw Paratroopa do. Zora's on the coast. Okay, that one I would wholeheartedly believe, because if she was like in the middle of a landlocked spot, I'd be a little concerned.
I'm not sure if Paratroopa's actually been.
Oh, well, there we go. I thought she had actually done this. Okay, well. Yeah, this is what I get for 2 Zelda seeds in one day. But it's okay. SassageLink is going to find Shapes level 1.
That's a really good find.
Well, especially if we think that Heart Shuffle might be on, this is a great level to go ahead and clear. It's usually not going to be too large, and hopefully the enemy set isn't horrible. Well, alright, game.
This is, again, a situation where Red Candle would come in handy. Or a White Sword.
White Sword. Yeah, both of those would be fantastic. Is that 3 or 4 hits on the Gyptos?
3 or 4. Sorry?
I was trying to see how many times he was stabbing the Gyptos.
I'm pretty sure it's more than 3 for sure. Yeah. We were talking about. You're talking about
Sassage. Yeah. How many times SassageLink was stabbing the Gyptos? Paratroopa has also found level 1, but she was stabbing Lionels, I believe.
5. It's 5.
Okay, so that's not terrible. It's still going to be a faster clear for Paratroopa, though.
Yeah. 5 is certainly 2 below vanilla, so that is helpful. Man, this room is.
This is lag central.
Yeah. It's also death central, apparently, for the moment.
Yeah. You're just hoping that maybe they get away from the door. Or what would be really handy is if they all formed a single file line.
Wait, why is Paratroopa leaving 1? I don't understand that.
I am not at all sure. I mean, she's got the better weaponry. She has the white sword. Maybe she's hoping there's something helpful in one of these other caves?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Alright, SassageLink is going to make it through that room to find a free key and some blue bubbles.
Maybe she's going to make this little loop here, get some health, and then go back in, perhaps.
Yeah, I would like to see her very much go back to level 1. Again, it's a small level. Even with the really laggy enemy set, it should be a relatively quicker clear. Oh, hey, that's a recorder.
Yeah, it sure is. So Paratroopa also could have opened the door across from her at the start of level 1, and I'm not sure that she was really thinking about that. So, she might be thinking come back with keys too, perhaps. I'm not really sure.
Looks like SassageLink is just going to pick up that Triforce. I could understand him with Woodsword not going back in, but it looks like he's going to choose to. Bomb Drop would be really helpful for him right now.
Yeah, for sure. He did have bombs before, but...
Because, I mean, this room with a couple of well-placed bombs would go a lot faster. Oh, all right. Well, I mean, again, Red Candle would have been amazing there. Paratroopa is going to enter level 4.
Yeah, let's hope Paratroopa gets her silver arrows out of here. And we'll have to see if she decides to do more beyond that.
All right, we got a key in that pancake, which is why I didn't see it the first time. But you did, so that was good.
Yeah, right. We'll see what Paratroopa decides to do with this. Looks like I'm gonna go in and go ahead and take the stairs right away, which I fully support. Well, you've already cleared the room, you might as well go through.
Yeah, I mean, I'd at least go see where it leads, and if there's anything really nice and shiny just sitting on the floor there. Hey, we got a mag sighting.
Yeah, Paratroopa did see that one already, of course. But I think this is the room that Sassage died in before, so maybe this section of 4 was a waste of time, perhaps? Although Paratroopa did just get a key.
Yeah, early keys are always nice. I mean, you're not going to turn that down while you still have levels like 1. Shapes 1 is notorious for wanting as many keys as you can give it. Ooh. Alright, there's another key in the Gibdo. If I'm Paratroopa, I'm just going to try to snag it with a, there we go, invincibility or kill him.
Yeah, when the Gibdos are only going down in 3 hits, it's pretty quick to just take it out. Potential bow block there.
Alright, another key. This is nice.
Yeah, but we're gonna get one and use one right away, so...
Well, we got a heart. That part's cool. We know what the floor item in 4 is. We also know that there are silvers, so Sassage not digging that any further, it doesn't really hurt him as much.
Yeah, it's starting to look more and more like Heart Shuffle may not be on, and that was just a...
The Coast Heart?
Yeah, just the Coast Heart that was at the Armos. But we'll see. We will see if that is the case or not.
Alright, so I think Paratroopa just has to go to the left here, and that's the room with the silvers?
Sure looks like it.
Oh, and we actually have to go ahead and mark the Triforce in 4 for SassageLink, because he did the same thing Paratroopa is about to do. Walked back through the door, picked up the Triforce, and left 4, after getting silvers.
Yes, that is true.
Alright, so now Paratroopa has the silvers. Wow, Sassage has a lot of Triforces this early.
Yeah, well, we got 3 easy ones and then the 2 that we started with, so...
I mean, and if we're lucky, we might not have to dig 7 or 8. That's not a terrible thing.
Yeah, that could really make for a fast seed for sure. As much as the overworld might be trying to make it a longer one.
Well, there's still hope that maybe one of those 2... No, we've seen 7, I think. We saw one of the 2 levels, but maybe the other one's on like a raft spot.
Yeah, that is true. Para did get the Triforce in 5, didn't she?
I think so. Alright, meanwhile, Sassage is headed back in the direction of the both level 2 and the White Sword Red Candle, so that might even out. He just has to find it. He didn't have a candle, I guess, when he was down here before.
Okay, so now Para's gonna go back into 1. And she's got, you know, full health, gonna have beam sword to work with, and a bunch of keys. And yeah, she wasn't thinking about the fact that she could easily just open that door by leaving and re-entering.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sassage is going to take an unfortunate death. Now, that red candle is going to be a nice offensive upgrade for him. We got a key on the floor in the first room. There's the Triforce, which is remarkably free. And I think SassageLink is trying to farm bombs by killing all these things on the overworld.
There's a strong chance this is an item right here. Nope. Okay, it's just the key.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the count on SassageLink's side, but either the Octoroks aren't dropping bombs, or yeah. Okay, SassageLink is going to tackle this, yeah, see, she's already got one of the Lionels down. With the beam sword, she's able to stay on the half-tile combat out of the way.
Oh, getting a little careless there. Best to take it slow, I think, and make sure you don't get the sword in the face.
Yeah, you really don't want to die, especially after clearing out a couple of the Lionels in this room, because then you're just going to have to start all over again. We do find a staircase, and it's the big shield.
Right. Well, if we didn't already know the boomstick was on, that would have told us even more. But, yeah, that could be nice with the wizards on the overworld and then the Lionels in the dungeons, so...
Yeah, I can totally agree with picking it up here. We're going to get a key to replace the key that hopefully Para is about to use to go through the door.
Might be a map sometime soon. Probably in this room, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's right. The room on the right was just a shutter where those Lionels are.
Oh, the sandy floor room right back at start? That they both died in?
Yeah. I think if I were in Para's shoes right here, what I would do is up an A and go pick up the Triforce and then come back in and try to clear that room to the right.
Yeah, the beam... Oh, we're gonna... Nope, I thought for a second SassageLink had found a level. Instead, he just found the old woman cave. Oh, that room is just... That's... Yeah. I kind of agree with you. I think the beam swords would definitely help in here. So grab the Triforce, go back in, and try to take out as many as you can.
Yeah, but definitely go back in, because I don't think you want to leave items on the table in
level 1? No, never. Not if you can help it.
Yeah.
Plus, she's got the, so the hardest thing for me with the big shield is actually remembering to turn and face the direction of the fireballs and the swords.
Yeah, it's not necessarily an easy thing to do.
Well, yeah, especially if you've got multiple coming at the same time. You're just like, all right, which one am I going to try to block now?
All right, Para did go back in and then left.
I think that was start room shuffle. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, meanwhile, SassageLink is bombing Death Mountain. He's gonna barely get past these blue dark nuts to find more blue dark nuts. Now, having seen the cave down on Vanilla level 3, we know that that spot's not going to open.
Oh, well, we got an N key on the floor in 1.
Ooh.
And then Para's gonna call that good.
Did we see a heart in level 1?
I don't believe so. So there's still potential there. But we did get the shield and the Any key, so things that will both be useful in dungeons.
Yes, totally. Especially since we know the Lionels are in the dungeons. Plus, if you know you're entering a Wizrobe heavy screen, you can just make sure you're facing the direction of the Wizrobes. Hey, SassageLink is going to find level 5. He's going to pirouette the door. Wow. Yeah, that's a really free Triforce. I mean, if the game wants to keep throwing Triforce at us one room in, I don't think our runners are going to be that upset about it.
Yeah. I mean, we've got two big questions here, so we have to find 3 and 6, and then we have to find the bow and silvers, of course. Or
Yeah.
just the bow. Man.
So I'm almost hoping that we need to dig a ladder out of somewhere to get the recorder in order to find the level that has the bow. Just to kind of keep things spicy.
That seems like a high probability of having to happen.
I mean, it's Second Quest Overworld, so...
Right, exactly.
Oh, nice bomb drop for SassageLink. He's going to go ahead and make use of his bombs, get the refill, and then he's got to kill the bunny with a sword.
Or he could walk out and see if he can delete it. Get the enemy order to benefit him a little bit.
And game said no. But it's okay. I mean, we got rid of everything else in the room, and should he take an accidental death to the bunny, then it would save.
Alright, well, that room was a bit
rather disappointing, yeah.
Man, so two big things that Paratroopa has got going on for her right now. It's that white sword and the any key, because SassageLink is down to 1 key now, and that really might affect his routing.
Yeah, it's gonna, it might force you into the situation while you're trying to can a key, or just completely block you off from some of these dungeons. And I can understand his not wanting to go back into 2 since he's already got the Triforce. But it's usually it's a quick clear. This is a staircase. Because that key isn't really supposed to be there, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure. I think a key could be in the middle of a double block like that. I don't know if there was something about exactly where it was sitting or something like that made you say that.
Well, no, I genuinely thought that most levels... Well, no, we're in shapes again. Alright, well, we're going to see. SassageLink is going to go ahead and clear the room, but this room would have me get the clock. There you go.
It's certainly worth clearing. Don't question about that. And there is a push block.
It's a transport, though. As Paratroopa is trying to bomb Death Mountain, is going to take an unfortunate death and gets it back to start.
Yeah. So, have we seen all of Death Mountain? Like, did Sassage do it?
I don't think we've actually seen most of the furthest corner, West Death Mountain.
Okay.
Because Paratroopa took a death on the screen where you would screen scroll over to that power bracelet spot. And I don't think Sassage made it that far before he ended up getting killed as well.
Oh, this room is painful.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think I'd be attempting that without a bow. At least not from that angle. Alright, so it does look like we have a fully, unless there's a chunk of rooms in there somewhere, we have a fully segmented level 5, which would mean that we'd have 2 transport sets of staircases. So let's see if this room goes straight. Oh no, maybe it does connect.
Yeah, it certainly might connect here. Interesting fact about Aquamenus is the Aquamenus fireballs are the only boss fireballs that the big shield can actually block.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hardly ever pick up the big shield because I'm the person who doesn't remember to face the fireballs.
Right, but...
So, I just generally leave it. And Sassage is doing... Wow, this is a dangerous room. He's doing an okay job and then unfortunately gets a bunny sandwich.
Yeah, things were going well until they weren't.
Yeah, that's kind of how those routes go. There was, on that path, there was a door to the left underneath the bunny shoot room that I don't think we've seen yet.
Yeah. I got the impression that we could maybe bomb up after we went through that transport staircase, and that might have been worth going to check out, but anyway, I guess I can't blame Sassage for just grabbing the Triforce and getting out of here.
Yeah, Whoa. Did you mean to go back in? Looks like he's going back in. Maybe he's taking the beam sword into the bunny shoot room?
Perhaps.
I mean, that's a really long distance to try to get that beam sword.
Oh, it's certainly possible.
Alright, well, he's only one room away. He doesn't have to worry about Aquamentus here. He is going to take the left-hand turn, though. Alright, he's got to be really careful. There is a blue bubble in this room, so if he does get hit by the orange ones, he can use the, yep, there we go, red candle to burn these guys. And then go hug the blue bubble for the bunny.
Yeah. A nice thing about the bubbles, I guess, is that whenever you see a bubble plus enemies together, there's always going to be a blue one there.
Oh, really? I didn't know that it... Oh, I guess I just never really figured it out that way. Garita grumbles by a lake, apparently. Potentially.
Yeah, we have no real read on if the hints are truthful or deceptive. Unless they're mixed. Have
Well,
we
unless we
seen
start...
a lot of community?
No, I haven't really seen any community, I don't think. I actually think that's the first hint we've maybe seen in a dungeon. Because we saw the white sword hint. Not the white sword, I'm sorry. We saw the magical sword hint. And that's the only one I actually remember seeing. Alright, Paratroopa is going to find another Tikini. She is one heart away from being able to potentially pick up the magical sword. Alright, so if I'm SassageLink, I'm going to do a safety save with those 4 keys and 2 bombs, and maybe think about going back into level 1.
I suppose that's what he just did, but level 1 was a lot closer to where he was than...
Yeah, it was on that side of the map. Well, maybe we're going to go back into... we found 7 was over this way on the Candle Row.
He could go back into 2 as well.
2 would be so good.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Looks like we're going to cover some bomb spots we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, checking the overworld to try to find level 3 is also a very viable option if we've got more things to look at. Sassage did pick up the Triforce for level 5, pretty sure, so...
Alright, so meanwhile, SassageLink, he's going to stab some more Octoroks. We're not headed in the direction of level 2 anymore. Now, are we trying to set up a bomb force?
Yeah, they're both a little low on bombs right now. We could both use a bomb drop.
Well, sadly that hit's going to set our count back to 0.
Did we see any roads? We did see any roads, right?
We saw at least one of them. It was not underneath the power bracelet spot. It went up into Casino Corner.
Okay. So the power bracelet is going to open 7 locations as well.
So we could have all sorts of fun things that we have to dig out from dungeons.
Yes, very, very true. There's a long ways to go here yet.
I mean, hey, I get to see more shapes. I'm pretty good with that. So, oh, there we go. We got a bomb drop off the blue Octorok. That's pretty helpful for Sassage. Looks like Paratroopa also up in aid because she was done with exploration in that area. We're going to see any roads. Here we go. Alright, looks like Sassage is going to try to bomb these locations. Since it is second quest, it means there's twice as many bomb spots up here? Well, there's 2 extra at least, sorry.
Yeah, there's...
Those 2, like, transitional...
It's at least 3 extra, because there's second quest 9, and then there's the one 2 screens to the right, and then there's the one...
yeah, the
west
one...
of the transition.
Yeah. Paratroopa is going to find and purchase a bomb upgrade in level 7. It is +4. And 7 to me looks like, how about a Lionel?
That's pretty good call, yeah. If not, just like a cartoonish lion.
Yeah, that works. SassageLink, oh, wow, that's a really early Triforce for Paratroopa in 7.
Well, we're not worried about the Triforce, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, we have that one. We're digging for items, like a ladder, maybe.
Yep, a ladder would be really good. We also wouldn't say no to a bow or maybe a power bracelet.
Yeah, both of those would be highly useful at this point.
This segment is really connected. Everything is bombing.
Yeah, this is kind of cool, though. I mean, we got a really nice bomb upgrade a couple of rooms in, so now we just get to use them. Step over the water to reach the bow could mean that it's either ladder blocked in a level, or it could potentially be on those 2 river spots from second quest.
Yeah, that is a really good hint. I know I got a step over the water hint in one of my races, and I kind of just shrugged it aside, but that could really be useful.
If they're true. Again, we haven't seen community hints, so if we had seen community hints mixed in with the actual hints, we would know for sure that they were true hints.
That is correct. Yeah. Man, we still have a potential for heart shuffle, always, but it is looking pretty unlikely at this point, of course.
Yeah, we actually had a race in the last random percent tournament where everything was in dungeons, and we didn't know that heart shuffle was on until one of the runners couldn't find silvers in 9. Because, like, the only item to have actually shuffled with an extra heart ended up being the silver arrows.
Man, Sassage is on a really challenging screen there. It might be easier to just burn it from the other side. Go around the long way.
Yeah, I actually like burning that one from the other side and then clipping through because I find it a lot easier to do than clipping into the shrub and then facing the other direction.
Yeah, it should be the same basic thing to do. Because, I mean, it's the same functional clip, but it might just be a psychological thing.
Yeah, maybe. But Paratroopa goes ahead and unfortunately takes a death here in level 7. But we have some slightly tanky snakes tonight.
Yeah, vanilla, they would be going down in 2 hits, so...
It's okay. They drop money and hearts, so that's relatively useful. We got a white sword, though. I'm wondering, so if you're SassageLink, you know where 7 was, maybe you've kind of forgotten about it or put it in the back of your mind right now. How long is it until you go back into 2 or 1 looking for some form of progress?
I mean, at this point, you pretty much have to go into somewhere. I think he might be going to 1 right now.
Well, we know that that's going to net him, if he can make it through the Lionel rooms, now that he has the red candle, he stands a chance. That would net him a large shield and an any key, at the very least.
Alright, Paratroopa has found a ladder in 7.
Okay, this is always good to have. Even if that recorder ends up being absolutely nothing, the hint about our bow being ladder blocked in the same level as the ladder is awesome. And it gets us a recorder.
Yeah, so first thing you want to do is pick up that recorder and see if it's recorder to Unbeaten Dungeons, perhaps.
New locations, that would be great, because that's going to get you level 3 and level 6.
Yeah, and even if it's recorded to Beaten, that'll tell us where level 8 is, too, which could be pretty helpful, since that's going to have 2 items in it as well.
Yeah, that would definitely be helpful, since we haven't found our bow, and it is important to remember that one of the Troublier flags that could have rolled on is important items in 9, which, if our bow isn't actually being blocked by a Triforce, if the Triforce isn't being blocked by the bow, then it could just as well end up in 9.
That was really good awareness by Para there, walking back into level 5 just to up an A and get her health back to 3 hearts.
Yay, see? It's a good trick. Alright, SassageLink finally makes it through the blue Lionel room. He's gonna kind of go this direction. This should get him another key. Oh, man. Well, we don't have a 10 heart magical sword today.
Yeah, the odds were definitely against Para there.
Well, I mean, we got shapes and you know, shuffled items. It would have been terrible if the game gave us a bone. Oh, that screen is just get in. Oh no.
Yep. Para did not make good use of the shield. Now, if the shield was on Link's back, sometimes it might be more helpful.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just be like, here, shoot my... Yeah. It's so not the way you would normally play. SassageLink has gotta be careful in this room. But it's so, like, it's not how you would normally play. You see the beams coming, you want to get out of the way or try to dodge them. It's really hard to get yourself to just face the sword beam so that it bounces off.
Yeah, gotta face the music.
Alright, we got a bomb refill in level 6, which apparently it is recorder to unbeaten new locations. Because I don't remember seeing Para actually get here, so I'm assuming she blew the recorder.
That is an excellent call. Yeah, I did not see where that was at either. I don't know if someone in chat saw it.
All I know is she took the death, and within like a couple of seconds, she was entering level 6, so...
Yeah, I was definitely probably in the same position you were, wondering if Sassage was going to get through this room. And there's a clock.
Oh, nice!
That is going to be an any key. Did Sassage pass up the shield?
I don't think he went through the key door, because you gotta go into that, I think the shield was on the other side of a key door, but he's gonna go ahead, take the
I thought it was
key.
That room with the blue Lionels, and I thought he cleared that.
Oh, okay, apparently he saw the shield and left. Okay, this doesn't surprise me. A lot of runners, again, we don't always pick it up. He should be headed back to level 2, which unfortunately isn't gonna get him progression, but it'll get him a white sword. Unless he goes north and heads into 7 and, you know. But if I had to choose, I would pick the smallest level I had available. Looks like we're trying for a bomb pack before we go in. Now, with actual weaponry, this level 2 is going to go much faster.
Oh yes, for sure. When Sassage was in here the first time, he had nothing, I think.
Yeah, he had like the blue candle and that was it. Because he walked into this room, tried to fire the Gibdo, it didn't die, and then he left.
Yeah.
Well, he took the Triforce, and then he left.
Exactly. And not having that, or having that Triforce has actually hurt him quite a bit, because that has disincentivized him from coming back in here and getting his white sword.
Ooh, which will really make a difference, especially in rooms like that. You're only going to have to stab the mummies half as much. So you got to survive the quad BMOS rooms first.
Yeah, this is going to be rough.
Now, was the white sword this room or the one above?
I'm not sure. I guess we're not going to find out again quite yet.
So Paratroopa having that ladder could come into play in 6. She's kind of found a Chevy room, which it's kind of almost in the center of what the level should be.
So perhaps this is where the bow is going to be?
Yeah, that would be cool, you know.
I'm a little surprised that Paratroopa...
Yes, there's another one. Though, alright, unless we can bomb.
Well, we got another direction we can go from that previous Chevy. That might be the thing to do.
Alright, Sassage is going to get a nice fairy here in level 2. Hey, there's a Do It Rockapella. That's a community hint. So that means that the bow is ladder blocked.
Could be... No, it's not right here.
I'm trying to remember where the white sword was, too, in this level 2, but... Oh, that's a fantastic shape for level 6. Holy cow! I'm gonna say it's half of, like, a teeter-totter.
All right. Yeah, I'm thinking some other things, but I'm trying to really place what fits best.
Okay, I mean, you can always do the old standby of a Pokemon or a cactus.
It looks kind of like an anchor, sort of.
Okay, I can see that. Now, the any key, it's worth mentioning, has come in really handy for both of them. There's another Chevy room in 6. That's the third.
All right, this screen right here looks pretty significant.
Yeah, that's an immediate ladder room to go into what could be a push block stair. And we have calls in chat that it is Yoshi or it is a barge ship that has a crane on it. We got a heart on the floor in 6.
I don't think Para's gonna say no to that heart right now with half a heart of health.
I wouldn't have said no to it any time unless it was like instant death to go get it. Oh, here we go. Hi, Bubbles.
Nicely done to dodge that bubble. There is the bow.
Nice. So you have to go into level 7 to get into level 6 to get your bow.
Yeah, at this point, Para's got a pretty big lead, it seems. The only real advantage that Sassage has is some of the level 5 layout. But even then, I think Para could cover that pretty quickly. Especially with the bow in hand and silvers.
Yeah.
We still don't know if we need another item yet, because we haven't seen where level 3 is. It's still possible that we need the power bracelet if the next toot on the flute takes Para to a push block.
And having not seen a transport staircase in 6, it really does look like that ladder is hard required because that's a Chevy room on like the single room path. There's another one. Wow, so the bow is even required to get to the Triforce. That's great.
Oh yeah, that's really funny. That's in the very next room, right after the boss, just like old vanilla.
Yay! All right, so Paratroopa's going to get her Triforce out of level 6, and let's see if it is in fact recorded to unbeaten new. All right, because she could have walked there, but here we go. We're going to play the recorder.
Well, I mean, that would have opened it.
Yeah, we got to get off that screen.
I hope it takes her back to that room. That would be amazing. Or to that screen she was just on. Oh, nope.
No,
Okay.
it is in fact. Wow, it is unbeaten new locations. So SassageLink, really to have any kind of hope in this, he needs to get into 7, which you don't want to do because you have the Triforce. Get the ladder and get the recorder. Alright, we got an immediate bow block in level 3 for Paratroopa, but doesn't matter, she's got the bow, silvers, and plenty of arrows.
Yeah. The only thing Para would really like to see at this point is pretty much just the red ring. But you can't imagine that she would want to put too much time into looking for that.
Yeah, no, I think I wouldn't dig for it, but if I come across it, then I'll pick it up.
Yeah. It might depend on like how many rooms of this I see. Like, okay, so I know that's the staircase right there. I'm gonna clear that room.
Yeah.
If that's silvers. You could clear that room in like 5 seconds with silver.
Looks like Paratroopa disagrees. She is at she's in go mode. She's gonna head into level 9.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I mean,
Oh no, I would have cleared it too. There are a lot of things on the board right now that could still be really useful. Even if it's just another heart or, you know, that red ring or a wand for some of these bubble rooms.
Yeah. Though odds are it's probably going to be like the raft is the most likely thing, and the red ring could very well be in 9. So, that's understandable.
All right, so Paratroop is going to fill up at the fountain. She is showing the potions letter in her inventory, so maybe she's going to grab a quick potion before heading into level 9, which I like. She doesn't have a red ring. There are second quest bubbles in play.
Yes, very much so. I definitely even support grabbing a potion when the red bubbles are on.
I mean, it's a lot nicer when you don't have to leave 9 to go get one.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not this cave. I think there's one on the next screen, maybe?
I have a hard time making note of it, but
Well, I
there
mean,
is the potion.
I use Z Tracker, so I just kind of like click the button and it has the little
Yeah.
potion symbol for me. It's awesome.
Right.
All right, here we go into level 9. What are we looking for here in this level 9?
Well, we are looking for what we usually call the Roar and the Door. The Roar of Ganon, which tells us that Ganon is in an adjacent room to us, just one room cardinally north, south, east, or west. We're gonna have to kill Ganon, and that'll give us access to Zelda. And for Zelda, we're looking for a door. If Ganon is not dead, we're looking for a single shuttle door in a room that does not open when all the enemies are killed.
And it's
yeah, if Ganon is dead, then we are looking for a shutter door that opens immediately upon entering the room, even if there are enemies still in the room.
Yep, it's worth noting SassageLink has come to the conclusion that he's missing something and has gone into level 7, which will get him first the hint, or actually, nope, bomb upgrade, and then you go down 2 rooms.
Yeah, not sure why Paratroopa had so much more money upon entering level 7 here, but that might hurt Sassage a bit more, even not having that bomb upgrade at his disposal.
Alright, here we go. Paratroopa pushing the blocks, kind of checking to see if she's going to find some staircases, though she's already bombed out of this room, neither of the walls actually bomb. And 2% Chungus, our tracker, is saying that he thinks Para has already found Zelda.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
Well, it looks like Sassage is going to take the Triforce out of 7.
I'm guessing maybe for a refill and then coming back in. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, that would make sense, but I had thought that the room with the bow in it was... not the ladder, I'm sorry, was right below the Triforce?
Oh, was it? I thought it was...
It might be further
far
in. Yeah, I can't remember for sure. It was a really quick 7. Alright, so Paratroopa, meanwhile, is continuing to clear what is a Shapes level 9.
Oh, hey.
Yay! Alright, you don't say no to that. I mean, if it comes down to having a red ring for your Ganon fight and not having a red ring, you go in the staircase and get it.
Yes, 100%. I don't think Para is the type of person to decline that.
Alright, so
northwest of Skull. That is a true hint, so...
we just have to figure out how in the world to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Man, if that book is an atlas, it would sure come in handy right now.
Yeah, that would be, oh man, it's nearly impossible to get, though, with how much money we have.
Yeah, it's probably not worth worrying about, but this time could still cause a lot of trouble. We have had some...
really trolly Shapes 9s?
Yeah. All it takes is the map to be in a bad place, and yeah, we could be wasting a lot of bombs here. I would certainly clear this. I'm not sure why Para didn't, but we want that map for sure if we can get it. And a compass would be nice too.
Yeah, that compass would help a lot, especially as there's a chance that Ganon and Zelda are not in their vanilla rooms. Alright, SassageLink is doing a really good job of taking out the Gleeok in this right side moat room. Yeah, so far, is this gonna bomb? No, so far we have not found a way to get kind of past where she is right now. I would go ahead and kill the Dig Dogger to see if he's a transport staircase.
Yeah, this is right about where the red ring was, so Para's walked all the way back there. This is going to be a staircase right here as well.
Alright, SassageLink has just gotten the hint that his bow is in fact ladder blocked. Okay, so we have found the bomb walls to get us up into the northwest section. Was that a roar?
My volume's not very loud. I should be turning it up though. I'm gonna do that now.
She's walking back in, but no, it wasn't. Okay, I heard what I guess was the shutter door or a shutter door closing, and it kind of sounded like the clip. Alright, SassageLink has got to be really careful clearing this room full of Lionels. I would save the progress. Now, it's really... Wow, that's an interesting 9 so far. But yeah, with the any key, it's kind of nice because you can just basically walk through any key door. Like, you know, you don't necessarily have to fight to clear a room. This is definitely a staircase.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Parrot even tried that Moblin room though, which was also probably a staircase. I think she's probably worried about getting bombs, although now she's checking the stairs, so I'm not really sure.
See, I'm the type in my level 9s, especially shapes 9s, I will continue to take every open door or bomb wall I can before I actually start taking staircases. It's a 50-50 toss-up sometimes. You can take a staircase and it lands you directly next to Ganon or the item you're looking for, or it puts you in a one-off room and, you know, you have no bombs.
Was that a roar there, maybe? In that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna throw it over to chat. As Paratroopa is going to try to farm some bombs on the overworld, SassageLink, meanwhile, is still trying to find the ladder in 7.
Paratroopa did get her bomb. She's heading right back in. I think she's going to bomb up from that gel room.
Okay. Alright, SassageLink is going to go ahead and take the transport in level 7. And sadly has no bombs, so if we have to bomb out of here, that's a problem. Alright, Spiky is not a transport staircase. Looks like she's retracing her path. I would love to see her clear this room and at least find out that it is a staircase.
Well, I think it has to be. But...
oh yeah, that key sitting there is, you know, dead giveaway, basically.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, that's what I heard the first time she walked through the room, but...
well...
turns out it wasn't a roar.
Okay.
But it does get us to the northwest.
Yeah, Ganon has to be close, and almost certainly is accessible from right here. We still don't know where Zelda is, of course.
Well, I mean, chat says they think... there we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, now we hear Ganon for sure. Definitely bomb. One way.
Now, it's good.
Oh,
Paratroopa does have a potion, so either direction, she's gonna...
yeah,
alright.
Ganon could still be...
above her, yep. Oh, that heart's helpful.
Definitely want to keep the sword, although the potion kind of makes that.
Alright, looks like Ganon was to the left, so she's going to back up now. SassageLink is going to go ahead and get his ladder. And immediately up an A, out of level 7. Now, I would have to hope that he makes a beeline for that recorder on the coast.
He's heading to the east, so could be heading that way. Might take a minute to walk in that direction, but...
see, I don't know if from there it would make more sense to have world wrapped, or, I don't know.
yeah.
Alright, guys, we got Ganon in Ganon's room. We got 0 HP Ganon in Ganon's room.
Oh, she must have seen Zelda. There's no way that you up an A right there if you haven't seen Zelda.
Yeah, definitely. You wouldn't want to leave that shutter door behind. You'd be like, no, I gotta look at this. Alright, meanwhile, SassageLink is still trying to work his way over to the coast. All right, Paratroopa is kind of retracing her steps.
Yeah. She's pretty sure she's seen Zelda, but not exactly sure where.
I mean, it's got to be over here somewhere, and there we go.
There it is.
All right, guys, let's get some GGs in chat for Paratroopa, finishing with a race time GG time of 1:04:30.
Pretty well played overall, really.
Yeah, that was really smooth. She pretty much right ordered everything, including staying into to dig out, or being into to dig out that white sword item so early on, which gave her the offensive advantage.
I wonder, maybe Sassage just saw the finish. I'm not sure.
He has not commented in the race room yet. There are a couple of us who don't actually race with it open. And here we go, recorded unbeaten. Welcome in GG's to Paratroopa. Looks like Discord is doing some Discord things, so we should have Paratroopa here in a second, I hope. Alright, meanwhile, SassageLink is gonna go ahead and find level 6 because it is recorded to unbeaten, which should have him on path to finish this up here in just a couple minutes. Welcome again, Paratroopa. Well, alright, I'm gonna stop saying welcome. It's okay, Paratroopa, if you are there, I think maybe it's trying to get you to use push to talk. I don't know if that protection is still on. Because I could see her microphone trying to light up, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it flashing at all.
Yeah, she had like a little bit of a green outline when she first jumped in, but then it kind of disappeared. Alright, meanwhile, SassageLink is going to find that Aquamentus with the white sword. This is going to be so much easier to take out. And I'm trying to picture what we saw of the level 6 map on Paratroopa's side. I think he's got to continue going left here to get to the ladder before he can actually get to... not the ladder, to get to the bow before he can actually get to the Triforce.
Yeah, the bow was in that...
like the bottom weird section.
Right, exactly. The weird section on the bottom left, and then the Triforce in the top leftish.
On the other side of a Goma block Chevy. Which SassageLink is getting close to. That clock is going to be really handy for this room. Oh man, I mean, we have red candle, we have a bow. Well, actually, we don't have a bow. We have red candle, so I would totally go get the compass. And then we're gonna find... So he's got to go, I think, up and over one more, and he's gonna find the Chevy with the Goma.
Yeah.
Or just over. He might be a little bit above it right now.
No, the Goma is in the next room. So we have a Goma in 6th, the very room before a Triforce.
Okay. I mean, yeah, because it was like vanilla. I remember
Right.
You made a comment about that. Okay. So this should send Sassage back in the other direction. Though, sadly, he doesn't have the map, which is going to make this a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's very true. There's a blue bubble right there. There we go. Alright. Paratroopa, are you there? No.
Yay! There we go. I think I heard her this time.
Yep, I'm here. Hi.
Yay! Hi! I kept saying hi, and then you vanished, and I felt bad. So, GG's and well done!
Yes, GG, thank you.
That was you right ordered the living daylights out of that one.
Oh yeah, goodness, that was probably the luckiest race I've had this tournament so far. That went extremely well for me.
Well, what really put you ahead was, so SassageLink got the Triforce early in 2, but he didn't actually go back in to dig out what would end up being that white sword, which just sets you up to go so much faster in a lot of these dungeons.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the white sword was a nice find there.
Yeah. The problem was that SassageLink actually only had the blue candle when he went into 2, and whereas you put off 2 for just a moment until you got the sword. So the fact that the Triforce was so free was actually a big detriment for SassageLink because he had the Triforce and didn't have as much incentive to go back there, whereas, you didn't have it at all, so you went back for the Triforce and the item. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I just decided, I mean, I've kind of flip-flopped on this, but I decided in this one that until I had a sword, I just wasn't going to go into dungeons at all. So I just passed on it as soon as I got there, especially since it was pretty close to the start. So it's like, it's not going to take much time for me to come back to 2 after I get the sword. So I just decided to pass it up until I had a sword or some kind of weaponry. And that ended up paying off in this seed. Sometimes it doesn't pay off. Sometimes you go into dungeons, you find either early bombs or an early key, or you find like early wand and it just breaks up the entire seed. But that wasn't the case here. You definitely needed combat to get to the white sword, so it ended up paying off to just leave the dungeons until later this time.
All right, we've got the map here in level 6, and this is one heck of a map. For SassageLink, this should help him find the path to get over to the required bow in level 6.
Does he have ladder?
He does have ladder.
Okay.
He waited a lot longer to go back into 7 because he had to go back and check level 2 and then go back into level 1, which was giving both of you some trouble early on. So he had a little bit more to check before finally going back into 7.
Yeah, I decided to check. For level 1, once I got those 2 blue Lionel runes, I didn't have any keys yet, so I was like, I'm going to come back after I either get a key or some better items, just so I don't have to I don't get stuck in a loop of fighting these blue Lionels forever, because that just wastes time if I can't take care of those rooms easily. But I got a key in Palace 4, Dungeon 4, whatever. Zelda 2 tomorrow. So I came back to 1 after I got a key and I went down there, but I was able to kind of deal with the blue Lionels because I had more health going into that time. So
yeah, notably regarding your key situation there, you could have easily opened the key door in the entry room just by exiting the dungeon and re-entering. You can always open the key door that's across from you.
Oh, it's across from me. Okay, I didn't even think about that. I'm so used to it just being the key door that's up. I didn't think about the fact that it would work if it was across. Oh well.
Yeah, even if it's so a couple of screens say you have 4 ways to enter the screen and you walk into the lobby and there's a key door not directly across from start. If you enter exit the dungeon, leave the screen and then re-enter from the direction of the key door, it does the same thing.
Right, yeah, and I know about that trick. I just didn't know that it's across from you. I thought it was only the key door that's up if you leave and re-enter. So, yeah, no, I know.
All right, SassageLink is doing a good job of trying to clear this room. I'm hoping for a heart drop from the spider so that he doesn't end up dying before he gets to his bow.
Yeah, 6 was interesting because I had the hint for step over the water to get the bow. SassageLink probably does too by now.
He does, yes.
Yeah, so when I saw... further up in the dungeon, there's also one of these Chevy rooms that kind of blocks part of the dungeon. I thought, oh, this will probably be the bow. Then it ends up being Goma blocked, so I'm like, well, maybe it's not the bow. But then I got the map, and I saw that long tendril to the west. I'm like, there's such a high chance that is ladder blocked. And if that's ladder blocked, it's 99% the bow. So I was... Yeah. There wasn't really much of a thought process that went into it, because I probably would have gone that way anyway, but it kind of I was thinking about that when that happened.
Yeah, that's actually what just happened to SassageLink. He had tried to get around the Goma Chevy, and he couldn't, and then he got the map finally, and it sent him back in the only direction that was available still.
Another funny thing that happened just there is that you both had half a heart when you picked up the heart container from the Gibdos there.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's really funny.
He's gonna stab the bow a couple of times before picking it up, and then the bat forces him into it. The bat's like, here, hurry up.
Speaking of well-timed things, I really liked level 7 where I went in with no bombs. And
Yeah, the bomb upgrade. That was so good.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna win this seed because I am so blessed right now that I can't get in this dungeon without bombs, but here's the bomb upgrade right in this room, and I have enough money for it, so that was like the obvious easiest bomb buy in the world.
And then Jay
huge.
Cooper was pointing out that it was a little strange that there were so many walls in that 7 that were just bombing after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were just all over the place. It was wild.
It was like perfect timing. Thank you, game. Sassage is going to do his best not to get popped by the orange bubbles before going into the first Chevy. There were 3 Chevys in this level 6. It was great.
Yeah, that's Triforce and 6 is both ladder and bow blocked, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought that was perfect. I was like, all right, we got all shapes, and we got, one of these things.
And it's recorder blocked because you need it to get into 6.
Yeah,
Recorder to Unbeaten Dungeons was fun. Unbeaten New Dungeons. I don't think I've gotten that this tournament yet. But the recorder really breaks the game when it's Unbeaten New Dungeons because you just don't even need to search the overworld anymore.
Right, but by the time you decide to go to level 7 to get the ladder, that kind of takes some of the fun out of...
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I still did waste a little bit of time on the overworld looking at some of these niche places that only had 1 or 2 spots open left. And I kind of figured that something would be like blocked by recorder or power bracelet, whatever. But I don't know. There's like the odds of getting Unbeaten New Dungeons on recorder is like only 25%, so it's not really worth banking on, in my opinion. So I still felt like overworld exploration was still going to be really important. But yeah.
So, when you went into 3 then, you saw the compass in the corner of the room. Did you realize that must be a staircase right there?
Must be?
Yeah, because that compass would have only been in that corner due to remove open stairs on.
Oh, I have no idea. No, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
When the game tries to replace the open stairs, that one would have been the diamond staircase. It still tries to put the drop in the same spot as the staircase it's replacing. So that's how you end up with items in the top right-hand corner.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, okay. That explains why you didn't clear it, because I was like, you can clear this room in like 5 seconds and check to see if the red ring is here. But then you went into 9 and it went immediately to the red ring. So
yeah,
it worked out pretty well.
Again, incredibly lucky. Whatever it is in 3, the only thing that would be useful is the wand.
So it's also
Aside from the red ring, obviously.
It's also worth noting, so Jay Cooper was wondering why you didn't end up digging 3 before you ended up digging 6. I'm now wondering if this Goma room was actually required?
Yeah, that's another place where I got lucky. I just, I could have gone to 3, but it would have taken, I would have had to leave and play the recorder again, and it just didn't feel like it was necessary enough to do 3 first. Like, it's like, well, it is shorter, and there's more likelihood I'll find the item there. And the bow block, I knew that the bow was blocked by ladder, but like, wasn't really considering that. I just like, I'll just do 6. I'm not going to leave. I'll just go right into 6. Okay. So it's the first place I went to.
So it doesn't look like it's required, but man, that would have made the path so much faster for SassageLink if he just walked straight down and shot the Goma.
Did SassageLink do 6 first as well? I guess he did.
He did, yeah. It was the first place. It was the first place the recorder took him to. It looks like we're gonna get a peek at what this item is. Now, Sassage doesn't know that Red Ring is a 9, but I mean, why not? It's a free item. It's a blue boomerang, so we're just gonna leave it there.
Wow, yeah, I got really lucky if that wasn't something useful.
I mean, how nice is it that Red Ring was just, sitting there in level 9? He's gonna burn the Triforce in 3.
Yeah, once I got the compass, I was just like, I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna look. I didn't know that could be a stair. Like, I didn't know that definitely was a staircase. So I was just like, I don't want to waste the time. I want to be aggressive and go 9 as soon as I can. Especially with silver arrows in hand already. If I didn't have silver arrows, I definitely would have stayed. Either because I want to find the silver arrows in 3, or I wanted to find the red ring in 3 so I could explore 9 looking for the silver arrows. But knowing that I already have the silver arrows, I'm like, well, 9 could be really quick. So I don't want to waste time. So that was my thought process. I wasn't thinking about I just didn't know that had to be an item, so I just
And then another really good call on your part, knowing that there are second quest bubbles on, that you went ahead and picked up a potion heading into 9.
Yeah, I almost always do that if bubbles are on. In this case, though, it made sense. I was going to do it anyway because I had green ring, and Ganon takes off a lot of health. So.
Oh, we got a map.
Oh, that map was super easy.
How did I not?
I don't know, but this is going to potentially, because this is, I think, over in the direction where you started to find the bomb wall. Finally, it's going to give him a much quicker time.
God.
But it won't give him. It won't give him red ring.
Well, red ring is in the room to the left here. So.
Oh, it is.
He's
Okay.
gonna,
So as long as he goes over, we're good.
Oh gosh, that's so annoying that I didn't find. I was looking for it too. Like I was clearing some rooms and hope I'd find either map or bomb drops, and I didn't get it.
Oh,
that's
man.
so annoying. Oh well. This 9 was tricky because there were a lot of. I had to leave at one point and get a bomb pack because I just couldn't keep going because there were a lot of bombable walls up here. And also, like, I couldn't find any stairs in this dungeon. Like, all of the potential stair rooms ended up being duds. Like, I was just like hoping to get whisked away to the northwest corner here. It just never happened. It was so bizarre.
Well, there were a couple of cases where move must open stairs at work here in level 9 as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. There was the reverse C with all the fires in it, and that is
that one.
guaranteed
That
to
one
be-
right there.
Yep.
Oh, this is guaranteed to be okay. I didn't know that.
So that level in, I think, 3 can have a drop in the middle of the reverse C and not be a staircase, but for the most part, if you see that in another random shapes level, it's worth giving it a push.
And that only happens if open stairs is on. I don't think I've ever
Remove
played with this flag before. Or yeah, remove stairs. That I don't think I've ever played with that flag before, so I don't know the rules to it.
Yeah. Basically, it puts a lot more single block, double block, and reverse Cs into dungeons.
Yeah, and then they can open even if there's a drop item on the floor.
Yeah.
Not
If
if it's a clear one, but like if it's an open one.
yeah, exactly. Like, if you see a single block room with an item on the floor, it has to be a staircase.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that.
And then sometimes it'll put, so in between those two push blocks, if you see, SassageLink is making, he's even going to bomb the
he's
correct wall.
absolutely
Go
right,
Sassage.
Yeah. Way
Alright.
quicker 9 than I had.
Now, he's got red ring. He doesn't have a potion, but he's got red ring, a ton of hearts, and a 0 HP Ganon.
Yeah, and also, I don't think he knows where Zelda is for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, very true, because he got the hint, and he immediately turned the other direction.
Yeah, whereas I went north at first, and that ends up being a dead end that leads to Zelda. It looks like Zelda is like possibly blocking
The rest of level 9?
Yeah, I think so. Because she's in her normal room, so.
Alright, so SassageLink is going to explore a little bit, though. I think I would get off this top row. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, she can't be in this top row. Well, not in the part he's in, anyway.
I mean, she... Oh, right. Because...
She's in her room.
Right.
Mhm.
Has to be approached from the south.
Is he thinking about bombing down there? And then realizing that maybe that's not the smartest way? Maybe he's going to check for a staircase over here, I guess.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, you're going to see that this door's open, clear the wires, see if it pushes.
That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, when you know that Zelda's in her room because the rooms aren't shuffled, it always feels better to me to start from the beginning of the dungeon because you want to be lower. If you're on the top row of the dungeon, that's a really bad place to be to look for Zelda. So
But yeah, we figured out, or at least Shake Hopper was pretty sure you had seen her because you up and ate immediately after killing Ganon, and normally you wouldn't do that if you didn't already know where she was with a single shutter door in his room. Alright, so Sassage is maybe gonna need a bomb drop.
Yeah, but Sassage is really close to Zelda right now, I think.
Yeah, he's in the right area. Is it gonna be a hint? Nope,
I think if he just goes to the east there.
No, yes. Well, you might be a second ahead of me, but she's up. You have to.
I think you had to go over 2 more rooms and go up
Yes.
out of the
Yeah,
map.
you have
room.
to go.
Yeah.
You have to go west at the start and then north, and then it takes you there.
It kind of like wraps around a little bit, but we're gonna hope for a bomb drop because I don't remember if bombs are necessary.
I can't remember either. I don't think so.
I know you had originally walked through a bomb wall, but it wasn't the right path, so you just kind of back out.
Yeah. Item groups aren't shuffled in this one, so blue moblins are like the only way to get bombs in this 9.
Oh, this
We can't kill
path has
virus.
potential. Might as well kill this guy, see if he gives a bomb. Does not. I think this is it right here.
It is. Yeah.
Just walk to the right and then walk up.
All right, there we go. Hey guys, let's get some more GGs in chat for SassageLink, finishing with the race time GG time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 51 seconds.
It's a nice hat she's got there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's very festive. Totally festive. All right, we're gonna see if
Thanks,
SassageLink. We're gonna see if Sassage wants to come in for words. I mean, to be fair, that was by the time you get forced back into a 7, you already have the Triforce 4. I think I'd be a little bit feisty. Welcome and GG to SassageLink.
Thanks.
GG.
So that was a lovely present you gave Zelda.
Yeah, a little frustration there. Man, that overworld it had me all discombobulated the whole time. It just had me a little worked up, kept dying in it.
Yeah, Wizrobes and Darknuts on the overworld is a tough combo for sure.
Yeah, that's probably my biggest weakness is the Wizrobes in the overworld.
So I think the most critical junction of this race, and maybe you'd be surprised. I'm not sure, but you both found 2 around the same time, and you both had nothing, and you went in, and looked around a little bit. Paratroopa did not, so you got the Triforce right away. And Paratroopa had to go back there and did pretty much immediately once she got the sword. So Paratroopa was, of course, able to go in further into 2 and get the white sword out of there, which just made combat that much easier until you got the white sword, which was, at least half an hour later. So that was a pretty big difference for getting through some of the tough combat rooms that we saw. And that made a lot of the time difference, I think, really.
Yeah, that white sword would have been a blessing first time through level 1, and a couple of the others just, that lag was messing up on my timing and just couldn't get through them.
Yeah, and it's worth noting at that point too, Paratroopa also had already picked up the red candle. So not only did she have the white sword, but she could also herd them with that red candle. Though I didn't realize your first time through the Dead Woods, I was wondering why you didn't go get it. I didn't realize you hadn't actually seen it until you explored like the top right-hand corner of the map.
Yeah, that was one. I was just hoping there was nothing important over there because those last 2 checks in the Dead Woods I didn't do until pretty late.
Yeah, I want to say you got zonked by a red Wizrobe on what would normally be a vanilla 100 secret screen.
Yeah, that sounds right. It was somewhere around there. Yeah, my emulator it gets that flash where you don't see the red Wizrobes a lot. So
Oh no!
yeah, it does that sometimes.
Oh, geez, that sounds frustrating on the overworld.
Yeah, it's never fun.
Well, but either way, I mean, there was still some really good points from this race for both of you guys, and you're 2-2. Well, you were 2-2, which is a really solid standing, and now you're heading into brackets. Have you given any thought to possible remorse flags? Because we are going to the best of 3 format.
I don't know what that. I haven't looked at the rules.
So basically, if you lose a race, in the next race, you get to choose one flag to change in the flag set.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'll have to think about it. Because I'll definitely pick something that I think either covers a weakness that I have or that I think I'll have less trouble with than other players. And I'm not sure what that is yet. So I'll have to think about it. But it might be something that's either like overworld death related, because that's a problem for me. Or I just don't want to get second quest 7 and 8. I think are really bad for me. So one of those things probably.
How about you, Sassage?
Yeah, I actually haven't looked through which ones we can change and can't, so I'll probably just be doing a coin toss if I end up with those.
Okay, fair point. And with that, I'll ask if you guys have any more final thoughts and then start to wrap up, I guess.
GG's Para. Thank you everybody
GG.
for putting the race on tonight. I know it's a packed night, and it's impressive getting all these races on.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hey, I mean, I got to do comms with Jay Coper. I'm happy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, maybe I'll see you again tomorrow night, Para.
Oh yeah, for Zelda 2.
We're gonna
Oh,
be
nice. You guys are facing each other?
yeah.
Yeah, we are.
That's awesome. Wait, is this still the Max Rando?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, I can only hope this one tomorrow goes as well for me as this one did, because I really right ordered this seed, so hopefully I didn't use up all my luck in this one, because I'll need it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see if I forget any caves this time.
Oh man, there's a lot of caves on Z2 though.
Yeah, there sure can be.
But all right, guys, I want to go ahead and thank both of our runners for a great race. I can totally words. 2% Chungus for doing our tracking in the background, and Jake Cooper, of course. This was fun as always.
Yep, it was a good time, CD. Thanks so much for doing comms with me, and thanks to these two players for putting on a great race for us. It was a good time, and thanks everyone for watching. There are plenty of other races going on. Still yet tonight. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but there's probably at least one more race going on yet tonight. So be sure to go check that out. I don't know what channel we're on. One of the other SpeedGaming channels.
4 and 2 potentially have races. They did start after we did, but they might still be underway.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, have a great night.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thank you.